Adopted woman who tests her DNA on Ancestry finds why mom abandoned her 43 years ago. Here is their heartwarming story and the one reason it took so long to find each other. Every year, especially during the holidays, Kimberly Sebek, 44, wondered about her mom. The fact that she worked as a doula and childbirth educator meant that she was constantly coaching other women into motherhood and being reminded of her own mother. She had no idea who her biological mom was and she wondered about her. All that she knew was that her mom was young and unmarried when she gave her up for adoption. Little did Sebek know that during the holidays, and every day of the year, as a matter of fact, her mother thought of her as well. Cherie Han DeSalvo posted on messages boards and forums, as well as scouring the internet to find her daughter, according to USA Today. All that she knew about her was that she was born on October 8, 1972, in a Florida emergency room. Every day, she wondered how her daughter was and if she was happy. One of Sebek's clients bought her a DNA test from Ancestry.com once she heard her doula's story. Being a history professor, with a focus on genealogy, she was shocked Sebek knew nothing about her past. A few days later, she presented the DNA test to her with a gift bag containing the plastic vial. After filling the vial with saliva, Sebek mailed it in, and a few weeks later, she learned her ancestors were mainly French Mediterranean. Then Ancestry.com gave her an option that she could find out if her DNA was similar to anyone else's in their files. "And I had an extremely close match, that's what they call it," she said, with an older man, in his 60s, in South Dakota. Sebek remembered back when she was 25 and she paid a service for non-identifying information. At the time, she learned that her mother was a teenage mom who knew she was pregnant but didn't get any prenatal care and didn't tell anybody. "I was always of the opinion adoption was a magical gift," Sebek said. "I didn't know the circumstances surrounding it, so I obviously felt kind of bad about that, but I mostly had a positive spin on it." Sebek's adoptive parents were always open about her adoption and tried to give her as much information as they had about her birth parents. When Sebek learned she had a very close relative, she tried to figure out who the man on Ancestry.com was. "I saw his mother and saved her picture to my computer and said, I'm related to her." After that, it took her 2.5 months to get the courage to send the man an email. She wrote in the email the few details she knew of her adoption and apologized to him if this information was shocking. Then, after celebrating Mother's Day with her daughter Andon McLaughlin, Sebek posted a bittersweet message to Facebook, explaining how she often suffered from a strained relationship with her adoptive mother. Sebek added that she did not know anything about her biological mother. told since for many years he'd tried to get DeSalvo to hire a private investigator to find her daughter. After the overwhelming support she received, DeSalvo sat down at her computer and Googled her daughter. "When I saw her Facebook profile picture, I knew she was my daughter, no DNA test results needed," DeSalvo said. "I had my brother give her my Facebook page, so she could check me out." After emailing her daughter for the first time on Mother's Day evening, the two shared a phone conversation that lasted 4 hours. They discovered the one reason they had trouble finding each other: Sebek's birth certificate listed the hospital she and DeSalvo were taken to, not the hospital where DeSalvo had actually given birth. Soon, the pair was talking every day and they learned of their many similarities. From their voices to their love of animals, they just clicked. While DeSalvo worried her daughter would be angry with her, Sebek was anything but. "In fact," she said, "it was like a warm hug you've been waiting for your whole life."